Ooh, this is a hostile sorcerer takeover up in here. Up Funny Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Friday, and you guys know what that means. It is the Oricon rankings for December 27th through January 2nd. But before I get to that, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and I'm just on non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and it's getting faster by the second. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and a kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below, as well as the link to the full top 50 chart for the Oricon rankings, courtesy of Manga Magura and Josuke, who, thanks to them, you get these charts every week. So I'm going to do something a little bit different because thanks to the anime adaptation of Jujutsu Kaisen 0 in theaters right now. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen has literally took over the Oricon charts. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do the probably the top 30 and go over the ones that aren't Jujutsu Kaisen first, and then go over the Jujutsu Kaisen numbers. And yeah, I think that would be the best way to go about it. And then what I'll do is, I'll do my usual shtick here, is I'll read the number, the title, the number for the ranking, the title, the numbers for the week. If it's a new release, then, obviously the date, then the numbers. If it's not, then I'll read the numbers for the week, then the date it was released, and then the overall total. And then if I'm covering it or not, and if I am covering it, there you go. If I'm not covering it, why I'm not, or if it's going on my TBR. But anyways, but damn, when I'm saying Jujutsu Kaisen took over this chart, I'm not kidding you. So we're going to start with number 30, which is Umamuse Cinderella Grey Volume 5. For the week, it sold 27,006 copies, and this volume came out on December 17th. And so in 17 days, it sold 221,871 copies. And I can't cover this one because it is a spinoff of a series that I can't get any scans to. So, yeah, it sucks. But number 29 is Tensei Shitara Slime Ken Volume 19. For the week, it sold 27,935 copies. And this volume came out on December 9th, 2021. So in 25 days, it has sold a total of 428,883 copies. I've been covering this series for a long time. And I want to say this about both Umamuse Cinderella Grey and Tensei Shitara Slime Ken. These were in like the top 10, like not too long ago. So this is definitely the chop. And then if you look at 31 through 50, a lot of series that were in the top 10 are down up in there. And top 20 as well are down up in there. So it's just pure insanity what's happening right now. It is. So number 28 is Goblin Slayer Volume 12. For the week, it sold 29,339 copies, and this volume came out on December 25th, 2021. So in 9 days, it sold 56,086 copies. And I've been covering this series for a long time as well. And I love Goblin Slayer. Yes. I'm telling you, when I say Jujutsu Kaisen has taken over this chart, this is a hostile sorcerer takeover. I fucking mean this is a hostile sorcerer takeover. So number 22 is Kaguya-sama Love is War Volume 24. For the week, it sold 30,979 copies for a total of 206,851 copies. And this volume came out on December 17, 2021. So in 17 days, it sold 206,851 copies. I've been covering this series for a long time. I love Kaguya-sama Love is War. I actually covered a chapter of this earlier today. So make sure you check out that video. Let's see. Oh yeah, all of this is straight up Jujutsu Kaisen. So we get to go straight into the top 10. I'm dead serious. So number 10 is Chikyu no Undo ni Suite, Volume 6, and this is a new release. It came out on December 28th. And in 6 days sold 38,630 copies. And I actually checked this one out, and this one is something. I'm actually putting this in my TBR. I gotta read the summary for you guys, because I just fell in love with it the moment I read the summary for this. And I can understand why Japan likes this. So it takes place in 15th century Poland. It was a time when heretical ideas led those who possessed such a mindset to being burned at the stake for their beliefs. Rafal, a child prodigy, is expected to major in theology, the most important subject at the time at the university. One day, however, he comes across a mysterious man and is now studying a possible truth in the mindset of heretical thought. As soon as I read that and I saw that the scans were up to date, I was sold. I'm freaking, probably after I'm done with Trinity 7, I'm reading that. I'm very excited to read that series. It's going to be freaking good. But yeah, as I said, 38,630 copies for Volume 6 of that one. So number 9 is Kaiju number 8, aka Monster number 8, Volume 5. For the week, it sold 40,050 copies, and this manga came out on December 3rd, 2021, and for a total of, let's see, 625,045 copies. So, with this manga, I've been covering it since chapter 1. I think I might be one of the only people that have been covering it since chapter 1. It is on a month hiatus. I don't know why it's on a month hiatus. I'm concerned about that, and I kind of would wish it was more of a monthly, because maybe the art would be even better than it is right now. I'd love to have it be better than it is right now, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm just glad people are loving Monster number 8 like I am. So, anyways, number 7. Hate all you want, but One Piece Volume 101 is still in the top 10, bitch. Yeah. And for the week, it sold 46,485 copies. It came out on December 3rd, and it has sold a total of 1,582,331 copies. Now, with One Piece, well, first of all, I've been covering One Piece for a long time now as well. But with One Piece, it's very interesting. And this is something to watch out for, because, well, first of all, with One Piece Volume 101, in 3 days, it sold close to 1 million copies. But the manga for One Piece is, from what I'm understanding, we're heading into the climax with Wano, and best believe them sales are gonna go up. So One Piece is gonna be one to watch. Well, number 6 is Berserk Volume 41, and for the week it sold 51,286 copies. It came out on December 24th, and in 10 days sold 138,161 copies. I still don't understand this. Why is it? I don't know if there's just like a manga paper shortage or what is going on, but even then, why is Berserk not selling so many copies? I'm so confused by this. This is the final fucking volume. By Kentaro Miura, who died last year. I'm so shocked by this. I know the numbers are low in general, but like, motherfucker, this is ridiculous. Anyways, I love Berserk. I covered it for a long ass time, and I cried a lot, especially when Miura died. So we'll see what happens with Berserk. We will. I know we're getting an autobiography manga by one of his best friends. And apparently Miura like pestered him even long before he died. So I don't know. We might get more Berserk. We might. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Berserk. Anyway, number 5 is Shimatsu Novakori Volume 13. I'm very pleased that Shimatsu Novakori is doing well. I am. I love Record of Ragnarok. I've been covering it for a minute as well. So for the week, it sold 58,255 copies. And it came out on December 20th. So in 14 days, it sold 240,058 copies. Again, I've covered it for a minute. This manga deserves fucking better. It does. the anime adaptation is horrible. It's an anime interpretation or a bastardization of this manga. And from what I saw on Twitter, there is a stage adaptation that's going on for this series as well. So there's that too. And then the final one that's not Jujutsu Kaisen that's on this list is for number 2 with Tokyo Revengers Volume 25. For the week, it sold 91,619 copies. It came out on December 17th, so in 17 days, sold 812,344 copies. That's why I'm saying there's got to be a shortage going on. These numbers are low. The number 1 Jujutsu Kaisen volume, it's not low. Nah, there's a huge jump, but goddamn. Anyways, I've been covering Tokyo Revengers for a minute. I don't know why. Here's the thing I gotta mention with Kodansha before we get to Jujutsu Kaisen, because it will frustrate me if I don't. Kodansha has a simulpub contract with Crunchyroll. They've had one since 2019, or at least 2019. And I don't know why Crunchyroll isn't utilizing it like they should. I have been, it took fucking forever to get 4 Nights of the Apocalypse on that damn app. I bitched and moaned. I fucking Karen'd to get that shit up on, the, Crunchyroll manga app. And I don't know, I think I might be the only person that's trying to do something about it. I'm trying to get Orient up on there, at least, because I was promised Orient back at the Kodansha panel at Crunchyroll Expo 2019. And that's how I know about this goddamn partnership, is because I went to the Kodansha panel at Crunchyroll Expo 2019. So that's how I know these. I know a lot of things that a lot of people don't know. It's because because I've been to some conventions, or some industry panels. But anyways, now that I got that out of my system, let's get to the Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. So we're going to start it off with number 27 here. So, and of course it has my husbando Mojito. I can't believe that now there's Mojito freaking plushies. I want my Mojito plushie so bad, but I'm waiting for my limited edition Jujutsu Kaisen plushies with my Fushiguro plushies. Oh my god, I can't wait to get them. But god damn it, I want my Mojito plushies. I've been teased so much by them. But anyways, so we're starting off with volume 6 at number 27. For the week, it sold 29,494 copies. It came out on July 4th, 2019, and it has sold 2,422,539 copies. And number 26 is volume 5 of Jujutsu Kaisen. For the week, it sold 29,831 copies. It came out on May 2nd, 2019. And for the overall total of copies of volume 5 that have been sold so far are 2,440,071 copies. Now, volume 7 of Jujutsu Kaisen, that's at number 25, for the week has sold 29,929 copies. It came out on October 4th, 2019, and has sold a total of 2,412,465 copies. Now, volume 4, and also Chose looks bomb on that cover, let's be real. Number 24, which has my boy Gojo up in there, is volume 4 for Jujutsu Kaisen. For the week, it sold 30,133 copies. It came out on March 4th, 2019, and has sold a total of 2,481,655 copies. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 3 at number 23. God rest your soul, Dabura. I know the fans don't like what Gege did to you, but mad respect for what he did. It's ballsy for what he's done. But anyways, for the week, Volume 3 sold 30,519 copies. This volume came out on December 4th, 2018, and has sold a total of 2,522,648 copies. Now, 21 is Volume 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. And for the week, it sold 31,310 copies, and this volume came out on September 4th, 2018, and has sold a total of 2,595,603 copies. Now we're getting to 20 through 11, and that's why I did I'm glad I did what I did, because motherfucker, this is all Jujutsu Kaisen. So number 20 is volume 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. It sold for the week 32,158 copies. It came out on July 4, 2018, and it sold a total of 2,678,194 copies. Now number 19 is the special edition of volume 18, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on the back burner. And I'm going to wait until we get to the regular edition of Volume 18, and then I'll give the numbers for the special edition. I feel like that would be fair. But anyways, so that's number 19, excuse me. But we'll come back to you special edition in a bit. So number 18 is Volume 13 Jujutsu Kaisen. For the week, it sold 34,371 copies. And this volume came out on October 2nd, 2020, and it sold a total of 2,357,286 copies. But I'm going to point this out so far, something that I've noticed here. None of these copies, there's no volume of Jujutsu Kaisen that has passed the 3 million mark. Have you guys noticed that? None. Let's see. Yeah, so volume 13, 34,371 copies for the week. Again, October 2nd, 2020, that's when it came out. Sold for a total of 2,357,286 copies. So now we're at number 17, which is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 14. Now this is really interesting, and I'll get to a second why. So for the week, it sold 34,588 copies, and this volume came out on January 4th, 2021. It is sold for a total, this is like a year, keep in mind. In a year, it is sold 2,358,979 copies. Now, this is where I think it's kind of fascinating, because Volume 14 has outsold Volume 13. This is kind of like the first one where we've seen a newer volume outsell its previous volume. I just find it fascinating. Now, the other thing that's interesting, and we're going to get to number 16, I'm going to read the numbers for it, and then you'll understand why. And it's Volume 12 for Jujutsu Kaisen, and goddamn, my man Mahito looks fine. Also, Sukuna looks badass at with Volume 14. So for the week, it's Volume 12 sold 34,588 copies, and this volume came out on August 4th, 2020, for a total of 2,358,979 copies. So Volume 12 and Volume 14 to date have sold the same amount of copies. I find that very fascinating, don't you? So Volume 8 is at number 15. God, Fishy Girl looks badass. Jujutsu Kaisen, for the week, it sold 35,097 copies. This volume came out on January 4th, 2020. And to date, it has sold 2,451,091 copies. And yeah, it sold, like, compared to the Volume 12 and Volume 14, it sold like about 100,000 more copies, it's kind of, if you kind of think about it, it's kind of nuts, because this is Volume 8, and the other volumes are Volume 12 and Volume 14. I just find, again, it's very interesting, don't you think? So number 12 is Volume 10 of Jujutsu Kaisen, which sold for the week 35,927 copies. And also for Volume 11, I have to mention Nanaman. God bless your soul, my dude. God bless your soul. Anyways, Volume 10 for the week sold 35,927 copies. This volume came out on March 4th, 2020, and has sold to date a total of 2,405,374. That's not much of a difference between, number-wise, between volumes 10, 11, 15, 12, and, 12, 8, and 14, And maybe 13 as well. It's not that much of a difference. It's like between 25,000 and 50,000, give or take. And also with Volume 9, which I'm going to talk about too, it's not that much of a difference. Yeah, 50,000, give or take. Between 25,000 to 50,000. Interesting, right? So number 11 is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 9. For the week, it sold 37,399 copies. For a total of, and this volume came out on January 4th, 2020. So this is 2 years ago. In 2 years, it sold 2,445,776 copies. Wait a minute. Woo! That's not much of a difference between Volume 8 and Volume 9. Ah. Oh, they came out at the same time. Wow, that's not that much of a difference at all. Go figure, right? All right, so now we in the top 10. And number 8 is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 16. And for the week, it sold 43,664 copies. And this volume came out on June 4th, 2021. And to date, again, this one came out on June 4th, 2021. It sold 2,191,402 copies. It's catching up with it. Now, here's where things get very interesting. And I'm actually kind of surprised Jujutsu Kaisen 0 isn't higher, but it's at number 4. With a total of 60,949 copies for the week. And this came out on, and I've covered this one too, December 4th, 2018. And to date, it has sold 2,670,485 copies. Now, well, as I said, I have covered all of Jujutsu Kaisen 0. When it was being serialized, it was under the name Tokyo Metropolitan Magical High School. And I think I have it under that playlist. I don't remember if it's under there or Jujutsu Kaisen 0. But yeah. But so far, out of all the Jujutsu Kaisens, I think the only one that comes close to it is Volume 1. And I'm talking about overall totals. Yeah, that's the only one that I think has more copies sold. But not by much either. No, it's not by much. It's only Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 1 has about 8,000 more copies, a little over 8,000 copies more sold more than Jujutsu Kaisen 0. That's when you put, I have to see the movie for myself to compare it, but when you put out good content, until I'm remaining judge, I'm neutral right now, but I'm assuming, based on the sales, when you put out good content, this is what happens. In the case of Record of Ragnarok, when you put out bad content, really bad content, it improves the sales too. It does, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm talking about in terms of bad content, in terms of anime adaptation, because as soon as I remember when the anime adaptation came out for season 1, that's when Viz licensed Record of Ragnarok. You guys remember that. But anyways, so number 3 is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 17, which is, no, the newest one's Volume 18. Anyways, for the week, it sold 85,994 copies, and this one came out on October 4th, 2021. And up to date, it has sold 1,853,297 copies. I'm telling you, One Piece is coming for its ass. One Piece is coming for you, Volume 17. It is coming for you. Ooh. Okay, we gotta talk about this though with Volume 18, and I'll bring in the special edition numbers in a second here. So Volume 18 of Jujutsu Kaisen, for the week it has sold 498,140 copies, and in 9 days has sold 1,165,997 copies. Ooh, Volume 17, Volume 18 coming for your ass too. But we gotta talk about this. We gotta compare this to One Piece for a minute. Volume 18 is coming, is trying to come for you, One Piece. I'm telling, Volume 18 is coming for you. But as I said, now I gotta get to special edition, which for the week has sold 33,225 copies, for a total of 155,229 copies. All right, so let's take a look and see where the numbers are at here. Let's get our calculator out. So we got 155,229 plus, what will I use? 1165997. So if we're including the special edition, volume 18 is at a total of 1,321,226 copies in 9 days. So One Piece, it's coming for you. It is. Do I think it's gonna beat One Piece volume? It's gonna catch up to One Piece volume 101? I don't know. It might. It actually just might. The problem is, though, as I said, with One Piece, is we got the Wano climax coming against Kaido. So that will be very interesting to see how that comes into play. I'll be very interested to see what happens with that. But I'm very curious what you guys think. What do you guys think about the hostile sorcerer takeover of the Oricon charts? Are you guys surprised by this? And what do you guys think about volume 18? Do you guys think volume 18 is going to catch up to, I think volume 18 will catch up to volume 17, like no problem. I think volume 18 might overtake volume 17 at some point. But do you think that it will, that volume 18 will overtake One Piece? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I think it's going to depend on how the climax for Wano's going to go. In all reality, I'm telling you, watch out. Watch out. One Piece is going to come with a vengeance. But do you guys think that this paper shortage is really starting to affect the numbers like I do? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kick it so I can keep bringing you more Oricon and manga content, a few ways you could do that. Donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wish list. Also, make sure you follow both my Twitter accounts, including my backup one, just in case something happens to my main one. Because right now, it's locked for 12 hours because of some stupid BS. But yeah, make sure you guys follow both my Twitter accounts in case my main one gets fucked up. Seriously. Do it. Also follow my Twitch, Discord from me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.